Hey guys. It's a tough video to make. I know things have been a little sporadic on this channel lately, and we've got a lot going on. First and foremost, my wife is sick, and I'm doing what I can to help her out right now. We'll talk more about that in a minute, but a lot of you probably saw too that we had to put our dog to sleep, our beloved Chihuahua. She was 14 years old, and that just broke our hearts. Many of you have seen her on this channel. She was an awesome dog, and both of our other puppies have passed away years ago, but it's been about 25 years since we haven't had a dog in the house. And my wife and I love animals, but I don't think we're at the point where we can care for another pet, except for a goldfish or her spiders. Now, my poor wife has been diagnosed with breast cancer, and she's been going through chemotherapy for the last few months. Now, we misunderstood the doctor when we first talked to him about the number of treatments she was getting, but come to find out it's going to be about 8 months in total. And these first couple of months have really taken a toll on her. So, needless to say, we're not really looking forward to the next 6 months. Now, we usually don't tell everyone about our problems, but I just wanted to let you all know because there's been a lot of controversy over the years about using plastic in your garden. And I know there's going to be a lot of people who come on here and say, I told you so. And that's fine, that's what they believe. And I myself haven't really seen any science behind of it, but nowadays people don't believe in science anymore. And right now we're not focused on what the cause of it was, we're just focused on my wife getting better. So with all of the work that we have to do with that, there's probably going to be some interruptions with Keep On Growing. We're still gardening, and I'm still going to be sharing some of it. It just might not be as much as it used to over the past 8 years. And we may be changing some things up a little. If you guys recall, a few years back, we went almost a whole year plastic free. So moving forward, I might explore some more of those options again. And that's just one thing that we're doing. There's several things in our household that we're changing over the year. While going through chemo, she has to be careful with infections and things like that. So we've actually moved all of her plants that she loves outdoors for now, the ones that were in soil. It's not even hydroponics. We're just worried about any mold or mildew that might grow in the soil that might normally be harmless to most of us, but while she's going through chemo, we just want to be extra careful. So while we're going through some of these changes and that, we might be sharing some of that with y'all because it just helps us a little bit along the way just to chat about it. We're hoping too that some of you have some advice if you've been through this before, you know somebody or have friends and family that have been through it. Any advice right now is welcome. And in that spirit too, I think that it's a good time to have a conversation about plastic in the garden. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Don't be mean. And this isn't to scare anyone out there. It's just to start a conversation. I'm not thinking that it's the cause of it, but who knows if it's a contributing factor. See, my wife has also been suffering from something called mast cell activation syndrome. And the way the first immunologist described it to us as if you had a cup and you had histamine. And different foods in that would raise her histamine levels. And she was having allergic reactions. She carries around an EpiPen, and the doctors couldn't figure out what she was allergic to. She did test positive as being allergic to hazelnuts, Florida trees, maple, but there was a lot of other things setting her off. And each one of these things wouldn't set her off all the time. It was sporadic. So it turns out some of these foods were rich in histamines, and once her level got up to the top, it would overflow, and then she would have a reaction. So it might not be a certain food at a certain time, it's just that her levels overflowed. And it all started making sense because a while ago, we had decided to eat healthy and we were eating vegan and vegetarian. A lot of the foods that we thought were healthy, and we're eating a lot of tomatoes, spinach, avocados, they turned out to be high in histamine. So while these foods are good for a majority of people out there, for someone like her, they kept pushing her levels over the limit. So she's been watching histamine rich foods and trying to eat more of a whole food diet with the right kind of foods for her and she was just getting a handle on it. And then this all happened. So just like there was not a particular food that would give her a reaction, it was like a culmination that would push her over a limit. I'm thinking like plastic may not be the cause of something, but it may be a contributing factor and things just adding up. I mean, people that are worried about plastic in the garden are microwaving plastic every day, several times a day. If they tell you not to leave your bottle of water in a hot car and drink it, then why would we heat something up in plastic in a microwave? So just to be safe and err on the side of caution, anything that we get, we take out of the plastic tray when we're going to warm it up. That's just one of the things we're doing. At this point, just anything that we're doing that we think might be a benefit will just help us along our journey, help us get through all of this. And if I take the time to share some of this with y'all and you guys share your experience with us, you may already know a lot of things that would benefit us that I would never find on the internet myself. I just really don't have the time to be doing all of that. I'm devoting most of my time to my wife. So she's going through a lot right now, and I'm trying to cheer her up. So if you guys want to help her out, she's got a channel. It's called Random Rock Paints, and she just does that for fun. She paints rocks. She hasn't put anything on that channel in a while, but she's thinking she wants to go ahead and do that because she's going to be in the house a lot, not able to get out, not able to interact with people. And you guys know that we've always liked helping people in that. So she's going to be painting rocks and maybe giving them away. But she's just playing all that by ear right now. And like I said, if you just want to cheer her up, go on over there and give her some good vibes. I'd really appreciate it. So we're going to get through this. She's tough. I know her. She's a fighter. But it's probably going to be a rough year. So just wanted to share that with y'all. All right. Love y'all. Catch you later.